What's up YouTube, it's Justin from Mini Man Bassing. Today I'm going to review the Shimano Calcutta 400B. If at any time during the video you want to look at this reel, check this reel out further, there's a product link in the description box. You can click that, it'll bring you to where you can get some more specs on it possibly and purchase it if you want. A little disclaimer, I've had this lure for 2 years. I've only caught one fish. But it was a gigantic bass. There it is, and this thing that was a tank, that bass. That was a lot of fun. It was definitely my personal best so far, I think, and I'll always remember that day, and I'm always going to remember this reel. This is a tank. This thing is gigantic. Despite its bulkiness, it's actually pretty smooth. Here's a video of me casting out, sort of give you a sense of how smooth it is. I have 25-pound mono on here. That was an 8-foot extra heavy pole. I usually exclusively throw these big swim baits. This swim bait is 8 inches long and it's 5.01 ounces. No, 5.1 ounces, excuse me. But if you're throwing those big lures, you need something you need gears that can handle that weight and that force, and this thing can definitely do it. And even though I haven't caught a lot of fish with it, I throw it just about every time. I throw it every time I've gone fishing. I try to make an effort to throw it at least once. It is cold forged aluminum, and it is 11.7 ounces. So it's a heavy reel. It's only offered one speed, that's 5.0 to 1. And if you're not familiar with speed, what that means is every time I turn this handle 1 revolution, that spool's gonna spin 5 times, and that speed will bring in 24 inches of line per revolution. It's a big reel and it's heavy, but despite, as I mentioned, it's smooth, and it's also, for me, I'm a bigger guy. I'm 6'2", 205 pounds. I've got big hands. It's pretty pleasurable. It's enjoyable. I don't feel like my fingers are gonna clank against the reel. Reeling it in, pretty seamless. And as far as your cast, you're throwing bigger baits with bigger line, bigger poles. Again, this is 5 ounces. I'll sink in a video here of where I cast. Those trees in the water, they're about somewhere around 40 yards out. And I'm also casting into the wind. And also keep in mind, I'll talk about the brakes at the end, but I didn't really tweak my settings out for this cast. Ideally, I didn't spend a lot of time perfecting the dial, the brakes and the tension dial. So had I done that, I'm sure I could have gotten a lot more distance out of that. But you can get some nice bombs out of here, especially if you're throwing into the wind, and cover a lot of water horizontally. The brakes, I'll sink in a picture. I'm not going to do it now, but because there's no quick release in the side plate. The brakes are the variable braking system. They're the little plastic knobs that you pop up or push down. When I'm throwing, I pretty much just throw these heavy weights, so the brakes are just on all the time. That drag star is metal. It does not click, which I know a lot of guys like drag stars that click. That drag can handle 17.5 pounds. The cons, it's pretty limited. It'd be hard to pitch and flip with this. You're throwing bigger baits. If you don't have big baits, or you don't have you're kind of limited. It's not like you're gonna throw a little half-ounce lure on this thing. The weight, it's heavy, and it's slow, 5.0 to 1. But I still think it's a great reel, and as I mentioned earlier, I caught my personal best on it. So, anyways, that's the review. I hope that helped. I hope that gave you a different perspective. If there's something else you want to hear about it, go ahead and write in the comment box. Perhaps I can make another video at some time about it. I also make other product reviews. I do how-to videos and I do fishing adventure videos. So if you want to check those out, that'd be great. But I hope this helped, and I hope you catch a big bass soon. So thanks for watching, and hope you catch a big bass. Thanks.